right, guys, and welcome back to my channel, Old School Gunner. Back in business, guys, back in the game. I took a little break yesterday, guys, as I had been creating content for like the last month every single day. So now I just had to have a break. I just had to take a little break and doing my thing. You know what I mean? But I'm back, guys. Took that little day off yesterday. Of course, it was St. Patrick's Day, but I didn't really go out, to be honest. No word of a lie. I kind of just stayed home. I had my reasons, guys. But yeah, big up, yeah. Next year I'm going to do something definitely. Going to celebrate in style. Ireland are playing Switzerland in the football as well this month, so I might go out with my friend and watch it in the bar. Game is in Dublin, but yeah, I might go watch the game in the bar, see what happens. Should be a cracking match, no doubt about it. But look, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens first. But yeah, it should be a cracking game, yeah, no doubt. And here's hoping, yeah, here's hoping. Have a break, Bomb Gunnosaurus. That never happened, man. Seriously, people have a real bad opinion of me, man. You know what I mean? People have a real bad opinion of me. I never touched that dinosaur. I mean, seriously, if only he could talk, if only he could talk. Do you know what I mean? He could confirm my innocence. Yeah, I'm doing all right, man. I'm doing all right. You know what I mean? It's nice to be back on after that little break. I've no real plan. I've no real plan for the stream tonight, guys. I'm just going to fucking wing it. I've got nothing going on. There's no matches on, anything really, anything of note. So I'm not going to do a watch along. I have no plan for the stream, guys. I'm just going to wing it. I have a couple of questions though for Arsenal fans. Like, you know what I mean? Not quite a quiz, but just a couple of questions. I might wait till the stream heats up a little bit though, before I actually crack onto them. You know what I mean? I never touched that dinosaur, Your Honor. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Do you know what I mean? I read Donald Trump's Article 47 yesterday, guys, you know, his manifesto, so it gave me a couple of ideas, you know what I mean? How to deal with stuff. All right, let's see what's going on. But anyway, welcome back, guys. Welcome back. What's going on, Ana, man? What's going on, McManus? What's going on, AFC? I saw you were on Josh's stream, AFC, man. That was, he's a cool guy, Josh, man. He's a cool guy, you know what I mean? He does a good stream. The last time Sebastian was missing, so he asked me to step in, which I did, you know what I mean? And I was just taking a piss. I was just having a laugh. Well, big up to all of you guys, huh? Thank you for your continued support. I appreciate it. All the real ones are here, guys. I couldn't ask for any more. You know what I mean? So big up to all of you. Yeah, like I said, took a little break yesterday. Had to chill a while. I honestly had uploaded, I think, every day for a month. So yesterday I just needed to fucking shut down completely. That's what I did. I'm good, mate. Still knackered though. Hope you're well, man. As I partly guessed you were wrecked, alright, guys? You were like fucking lambs today on the WhatsApp group, yeah? You were like fucking lambs on the WhatsApp group. There was nothing at all for me, so I was like, the boys are wrecked. Like, man, this gaming, I'm doing okay, mate. I'm glad to hear that, though. I'm glad to hear that. Looks like you had a decent night, Aiden. Aiden always has a decent night. It's a Guna Matata. He's in the house. Old School, good day, bro. Had a good one yesterday. Yeah, did you have a good one, man? I'm glad. I'm glad somebody did. Happy belated St. Patrick's Day. Yeah, happy belated St. Patrick's Day, man. Sláinte. Sláinte. To your health, yeah. Sláinte. Basically is what that means, guys. When you're cheersing, yeah. It's basically to your health, yeah. Sláinte. You can also be like goodbye in plural. If you're saying goodbye to a couple of people, sláinte. But also to your health, yeah. Or goodbye to the drink. This is the way it's interpreted. Aguna Matata. Aguna Matata's in the house, guys. McManus. There's no R in Matata. Guna Matata is too much of a gentleman to say anything, but I'm a prick. There's no R. Not laughing at you, man. I'm just saying it. Get your goddamn English right. I'm a right knob jockey. All right, here we go. Like, man, this was a good night, bro. Felt it on Sunday, though. But there's an R in dinosaur. There is an R in dinosaur. I think that's what it is. Yeah. Oh, okay, I get it. It's like code, is it? You're sending a code to Gunnosaurus. I understand. Hakuna Matata. There is an R in dinosaur, so you're using it as code, yeah, to communicate with Gunnosaurus. I understand. Drinking Guinness turns your shit the same color. AFC, you'd want to smell it. Never mind the color, man. You'd want to smell it, man. Seriously, would drop a horse. It would drop a fucking horse. A horse would fall over in the field, guys, if you smelt it. Jesus Christ. The smell no lads will put fucking hair on your chest. Okay, I got a couple of questions, guys. So I saw on the other YouTubers' channel. Of course, I love copying things. Okay, guys. What age did you start supporting Arsenal? That is the first question. What age were you when you first started supporting Arsenal? Now, I know there's people in here that don't support Arsenal, like Aidan, my man. He's Celtic through and through. But yeah, you can answer these as well regarding Celtic, Aidan, yeah? Like, what time did you supporting your club? You know what I mean? So what time did you start supporting your club, yeah? McManus was 5. Well, we know that's a lie anyway, because Gunnosaurus told me as much. Okay, guys, the truth, okay? No fancy stuff, right? No fantasy stuff. Did you see the Man United versus Liverpool game? Yeah, I did, man. And what the hell was going on out there? I mean, Klopp was absolutely furious after it. And I'm going to blame him, by. They took off, what's his name? They took off fucking... they took off fucking Mo Salah, by, and the wheels came off. Like, I remember back in the day, I'm going back a long time now, guys. I think it was 99, and United Bayern in the Champions League final. And fucking Bayern took off... Lothar Matthäus, I remember, in that final in 99, yeah, between United and Bayern. And the wheels came off. You know what I mean? They took off their best player, Lothar Matthäus, and they went from 1-0 up to 2-1 down. You know what I mean? So sometimes when you take off your best player, even though it looks like the game is done, you're fucked. You know what I mean? 10 years old. Day I was born till the day I die. Good answer, Aidan. Cheeky sod. I think that's directed at me, yeah. Favorite game that your team has been in? I have 13 questions here, guys. Lucky 13. What's your favorite game that your team has been involved in? Big up, Dave. It's me, Captain Slong. Anthony working in a condom factory, man. Sometimes it does things to your mind. Anyway, big up, Anthony, bro. I hope you're keeping well. Don Howe was manager. McManus, I believe you, man. I believe you. You know what I mean? Thousands won it by, but I believe you. I think I'm going to be getting some messages later from McManus, and I don't think it's going to be complimentary. All right, guys, the favourite game, yeah, involving your football clubs, yeah? The favourite game, yeah, your favourite match. Liverpool, Arsenal 89. Yeah, that was a fucking cracker, all right, man. Cracker of a game, man. Cracker of a game. Favourite game for me would be against Rangers when we beat them to go 3-0 at the top of the league. Was unbelievable. What season was that, Aidan? Favourite game, 89, and is my all-time favourite league title. That was a great game, in fairness. That was a top game. One of the games that stands out for me as well is when we beat United in 98 at Old Trafford 1-0 and went on to take the title and to actually do the double. You know what I mean? Definitely for me, when we beat United at Old Trafford in 98, 1-0, on our way towards the title, beating them in their own backyard and dominating the game with brilliant midfield play, incredible defending and attacking. That team had real verve. They had a good mix of youth, the experienced players, the foreign contingent that were in the team at the time. You know, we just had it all going on, man. And Mark Overmars was absolutely an Elka, a real handful. Bergkamp was everywhere. Great performance. And Overmars was just, and Vieira and Petit in the middle were just like iron. They were just unbreakable. 2022. All right, big up. Next question. Anthony, join in if you feel like it, man. If you're still here, I'll big up to you, man. Favorite player or players? I know these might seem like easy questions, but they develop as they go along. Yeah. Favorite player or players? It can be one or more, guys. Favorite player or players? Favorite players, lads? McManus in with Rocastle. Thing is, a Rocastle, man, he was top notch. He was just a fantastic player as well. Like, obviously, people will always look back at him, the way he left the club, his health, his death, you know, and obviously, you know what I mean, he held a place on Arsenal fans' hearts, the emotional side of things. But also, he was an absolutely incredible football player. You know, it's not just that we're thinking of him and Rocastle because of the emotional side, the connection to the club. He was an absolute baller. Like, Rocastle was a top player. You know what I mean? So people don't just big him up because of what happened to him, yeah. He was an amazing player as well. Top notch. Big up everybody watching, guys. Hit the like for me. Okay, guys, favourite players? You can answer this too, yeah. Jordy, you can answer that too, man. Aidan as well, you know what I mean? Favourite players from your club? Just going through a couple of questions there, like a little bit like a quiz if you want. Favourite players for your club, Jordy? Yeah, it's favourite players at your club, like all time. You know what I mean? Your favourite players that have played for the Magpies, that have represented the Toon Army, that have represented Newcastle. A big up to you, Jordy, man. I hope you're keeping well now. McManus in with Rocastle, AFC, Dennis Bergkamp, Anthony, Bergkamp, Henri, Wright, Seaman, Adams. McManus, Bergkamp, and Henri, AFC, Liam Brady. Remember I seen him walking past, I think was it 2021 or 2022? 2021, I think I seen him walking past the ground. Yeah, I was outside with Stapes. Football Dad's Army. Big up, Lee, man. How are you getting on? I hope you're keeping well, yeah? Big up to Lee, man. Adams, Bergkamp, Henri, Rocastle, Merson. Nothing wrong with a bit of Paul Merson, guys. You know what I mean? Merson was a good bit of stuff as well. Favourite players in the Premier League? Yeah. Your club, yeah? The favourite players to play for Newcastle? McManus, we sold Rocastle to Leeds. He didn't want to go. He broke down. Gaza. Adams. Scott Brown, of course. Aidan has a photo with Scott, man. Glenn Helder. But he did provide the cross for Dennis Bergkamp's first goal. That's all I remember, that, guys, against Southampton in the 4-2 win at Highbury. Helder did provide a cross for Dennis Bergkamp's first goal at the club. The Dutch connection, guys. Glenn Helder, he only played football on one leg. The other leg was just for standing on. He was right-footed, you know what I mean? The other leg was just for standing on. Obviously, Alan Shearer, McManus, Charlie George, McManus, John Jensen. Yeah, John Jensen was a good player. Perry Groves was good too. Yeah, for me, obviously Bergkamp is my idol. Henri with his just absolutely explosive play. Freddie Ljungberg. Big up the Ray Parler as well, man. Don't mind what he's doing now on social media, but big up the Ray Parler as well, man. He put in a shift for us. Parler put in a shift, yeah. And he did well to hold down a place in that midfield. You got to give him his dues. You got to give Parler his dues, guys. He held down a place in that midfield, you know, and he shone. He shone like a diamond, like the rest of them. Obviously, there's different class between him and Bergkamp. Let's have it right, but Parler didn't do himself. Parler didn't embarrass himself, guys. Do you know what I mean? He did well. Bergkamp, Anelka, Overmars, Lundberg. Big fan of Emmanuel Petit. Of course, I have to say about Vieira, yeah, but Petit as well for me was just an animal. You know, I remember he used to fly into these really hard tackles with Roy Keane. Vieira or Petit and Keane used to go into these hard tackles. Obviously, Vieira had his war with Keane as well, but Petit used to go into these tackles with Keane. And you know what? The two of them would just get up, dust themselves off, and get on with it. There was no fucking Nancy boy stuff going on. Jordy, Andy Cole, yeah. Andy Cole was good, man. Jordy, what about David Ginola? I mean, he was a great player, right? Paul Davies, Vieira, Lead likes Vieira, McManus, Vieira, Righty, Petit, Lee Rosicki, Thomas Rosicki, a fantastic player, all around brilliant player. But Czech players from the Czech Republic are very, very good. Mickey Thomas wore the number 4 shirt, 89. Adams' number. Thomas Adams' number, right? Kevin Keegan. Anthony Herbert. Jordy got to be Shearer, Ferdinand, Ginola, Albert, Aspria, Cole, Beardsley. Who could forget Beardsley, guys? Who could forget Beardsley? Albert, Philippe Albert. Aspria, yeah. The Colombian, yeah. Faustino Aspria. But Les Ferdinand as well, man. He was some goal scorer. Christ, terrifying. Eduardo, Cazorla. Dave, did you see the Petit interview? He was asked why did he leave Arsenal? He said it was for a woman. Yeah. Fucking hell, I seen that now. Okay, guys. Favorite female player. I tried to keep this clean, eh? Your favorite female player or players for your club. All right, for your club. McManus, Alexis is a man. I'm on about female players. That's awful. McManus is trying to say that Alexis Sanchez is a woman. Some people are very bitter that he left the club, yeah? I mean, poor Sanchez has been referred to as a woman. All right, guys. Favorite female player. McMahon is trying to say that Alexis Sanchez is a woman. I mean, that's not right, man. That is not right. That is... I know the way he left the club, yeah, but... But you know what the worst thing is about that comment, McMahon, is I am actually a half-wit. That's the thing, like, I know you mean it as an insult, yeah, but I am actually a half-wit. All right, favorite female players, guys. For your clubs now, yeah? You know what I mean? I don't want anyone talking fucking LA Galaxy here or any of that crap. Your club, yeah? Well, if you're an LA Galaxy supporter, then it's okay, but you know what I mean? Favorite female players, guys? Jacinta, is it? Who the fuck is Jacinta? I could say something there now about Jacinta, but I won't. Jacinta! You know what I mean? In my city, it's not Jacinta. It's Jacinta! Jacinta's one of those ones, you know what I mean? Jacinta! She's one of those, like. All right. That's it. The BGF looks like Peter Beardsley. I still didn't watch that about the BGF. Fucking, I'm kicking myself, man. I honestly don't know what I'd be doing sometimes. None of them they're crap. All right, Lee, man. I think Lee went up to the female team and asked a few of them for autographs, and they shot him down. Eh? He seems bitter about something. I put that in before you asked about women you half with. Like I said, it's funny he should mention it, but I actually am a half with. That's like the strange thing. I don't know. It's like he knows me. It's like he's met me before or something, and I wasn't aware of it. There isn't one. None. They're all lesbians. What about McCabe? She's not bad. I know she's Irish, no, but what about McCabe? Forest 4 points deduction. Oh dear. Nottingham Forest got a 4 points deduction. My mum was a player. Alex Scott was good. You want Katie McCabe for Arsenal, though, is not bad. I know she's an Irish bird, but she's not bad, man. Katie McCabe. If my grandmother had wheels, she would be a bike. Favourite female player? Sterling. Oh, Raheem, is it? Is that Raheem Sterling, is it? Big up anyway to all of you guys. Great to have so many people tuning in. I want to hit up a couple of channels here, guys, so I'm going to go for it. Just give me 1 second there. Let me hit up some of the channels here. All right, guys, check out this channel, yeah? Aguna Matata. If you haven't already, yeah, big up Aguna Matata's channel. Big up McManus as well, guys. The McManus Gaming. Our 5-hour stream together, McManus. Jesus almighty. I went to bed at like 5:30 in the morning, man. That was fucking madness. But it was entertaining. He's also got his channel, guys, the McManus Sense. So make sure to come and check that out, too. Lee has a channel, guys. Football Dad's Army. So come and check it out, yeah. If you haven't subscribed already, come subscribe to his channel, yeah. Right, a lot of comments coming in. Lucy Bronze and Jill Scott. A lot of people like Jill Scott, eh? Jingo AFC, always. Never watched a single game of women's football. Scott, you don't know what you're missing, bro. You don't know what you're missing. They're toned, they're fit, they've got stamina, and they're wearing shorts. Scott, you don't know what you're missing, bro. Seriously. And it's legal, you're allowed to watch it, yeah, without being called a pervert, you know, because you're a sports fan. Cheers, bro. I was half cut towards the end. I know, yeah. I could hear the glass. I could hear the glass clinking. I don't know. Did you have a spoon? Were you mixing something or what? Or were you pouring more in? I don't know. I think you were pouring more in, yeah, and the bottle was tipping the glass. But I could hear the clink. The shorts are in NZ and cleared customs. 17 days so far. Ah, okay. So McManus is waiting to hear about these jerseys, these football jerseys. Scott bought them, yeah, from a site in China, if I'm allowed to say that, Scott. Scott bought these jerseys from a site in China. 17 days in, guys, and they have arrived in New Zealand. He hasn't got them yet, but they have arrived in New Zealand and they have cleared customs. So when they're ready, I can't wait to see how good they are, yeah. Scott, you'll actually have to come on, bro. Scott, you'll actually have to come on and actually show us them, yeah. You know what I mean? And just swap one over for the other. You know what I mean? Just show us, come on, man, and you'll have to come on my channel and actually show us. See what the quality is like. The jerseys are in, guys. The shirts are in. Not long now, yeah. Not long, Scott, bro. Can't believe it went on for 5 hours. It was just madness. Then you started talking about, okay, I think I'll just clear the whole game. You know, I'll do the last mission. I was like, Jesus Christ. That's when I said, all right, I'm going to bed. Still can't commentate though, Scott. They toned, fit, have better beards than us. Down below, is it, or where? Oh, some of them are butch, yeah. Some of them are butch. Yeah, you were pouring more in. Yeah, I could hear the bottle hit the glass. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the no, but I could hear the bottle hit the glass, yeah. I watch McManus play. He has man boobs. Does that count? Laugh out loud. Well, the two guys work together. If you didn't know, guys, McManus and Anthony actually work together in a condom factory. So they know each other. You know what I mean? McManus tells me always that, like, Anthony wears, like, this muscle suit when he's on on air, you know. He's got like one of these bodysuits, these muscle suits. Nah, I would rather watch Old Age Pension or Lawn Balls. McManus was roaming the streets for 5 hours. He was roaming the streets. Yeah, no, that was me. That was me. Anthony, you're just jealous because they're bigger than yours. Model the knockoff tops. Yeah, model the knockoff tops, man. That's what we want to see. That's what we want to see, man. Justice for Joey Barton. Joey Barton, man. Barton telling it as it is. It's always I was, mate, and I wasn't even playing GTA. It was just me. Barton is a bit of a bellend, I'm not going to lie, but he had a fair point when he said that, though. But that's not what a lot of people want to hear, of course. That's not what people want to hear, but Barton's a bit of a bellend, anyway. McManus gaming. Nah, he hasn't, bro, I don't think. But he will be shortly. He will be shortly, I think, Scott. He will be shortly. Anthony McManus or a pair of Johnnies. You got or a bunch of your guys right there. Okay, guys. Favorite young players at your club, yeah. Famous favorite young players at your club. Favorite young players, guys. Mine, Martinelli, Saka, of course, and I like Smith Rowe. You know what I mean? You know what? Stephen Hughes was a good player back in the day, man. I don't know if anyone remembers Stephen Hughes. He got ripped apart one day there at Highbury by Man United. Yeah, they were Beckham was standing on him and everything. Burkamp was looking for Beckham to get a red. They were kicking a crap out of Stephen Hughes. I remember one day at Highbury. We beat them 3-0, I think, in that game. 2 from Manilka. But I remember they were like kicking a crap out of Stephen Hughes in that game. He was in the Arsenal midfield. Stephen Hughes was not a bad player, man. Young players. What was his name? The Austrian goalkeeper that we had, guys. What was his name again back in the day? A young player, yeah. He played for us in 98. He did very well for us in 1998, yeah, I think when Seaman got injured. A very capable goalkeeper, yeah. An Austrian goalkeeper we had back in 98. Very capable keeper. Yeah, Stephen Hughes, man. Stephen Hughes was not a bad player. Obviously, there's Fabregas and guys like that. They always appeared to me, though, to be like, they were young players too, but you'd never think of Fabregas as a young player. Just the way he played. He was just, I don't know, am I explaining that right? But he wasn't a child on the pitch, Fabregas. Age, yeah, but when he played, he was like, he had a lot of maturity, you know what I mean, when he played football. Yeah, Manninger. Thanks, Anthony, bro. Alex Manninger. That's right, yeah. Alex Manninger, the Austrian keeper. He was very good for us, man. Very good for us. He read the game well, always was in the right position to take the ball, good shot stopper, calm under pressure, which goes for a lot, Some of the games we had, yeah, they were very high tempo, yeah. So many people tuning in, guys. I must be doing something right. So many people tuning in because I must be doing something right. I gained a lot of subscribers recently, guys, so I want to thank everybody. I'm over 2,100 now. So big up to everybody that come supported me, guys, along the way. Saka, let's see. Let's start. Jordi, Tino, Livramento, Lewis Hall, AFC always, Fabregas age 16. 16, just the way McManus likes them. Football Dad's Army, Emile Smith Rowe, Anthony likes Saka, Martinelli, Odegaard, Saliba, Gabriel, Aiden O'Reilly, Scott. I see Gabby has pulled out the Brazilian team. McManus, Martinelli, ESR, Saka, Young Fabregas, yeah, Flamini. Flamini's a millionaire now. Stephen Hughes, CM, yeah, Manninger. Thanks, Anthony, for that, bro. Jack Wiltshire, the blonde ostrich. What do you think of the Ben Blanco situation? What, the fact that he got a new contract? The fact he got a new contract, I think he deserved it. Red Cheeks Manning, or Dave, you must be doing something right. Yeah, it must be. I got to 2,100 subs, guys. I must be doing something right. You know what I mean? I don't know what, though. I don't know what, but I must be doing something right. Let me just flex there for Anthony. Anthony's watching. Watch, guys. Check it out, Anthony. You know what I mean? Effortless. Cheers. All right, Tony, man. What's going on? Great to have you all in the chat, guys. Great to have you all along. Got my own little community going on here. Patino, yeah, Charlie Patino. Big up, Dave. Guys, if you haven't already, I know you all know this man anyway, yeah. But anyone that hasn't, guys, please come and subscribe to his channel, Early Doors Football TV. Tony is a West Ham United fan. He's a hammer. Does good content. He does a lot of different shows. Come check it out there. He does a lot of collaborations with Anthony Herbert. So big up to Tony, man. No asking not to be picked for England. Yeah. It's just for the two friendlies, right? It's just for the two friendlies. I think it's all right. It's Belgium and Brazil, right? I think that's okay. I mean, I think that's okay. I don't know. What do you think of it, Scott? I mean, you're not impressed with it. You think he should play? You think he's been disrespected disrespectful, Scott? We're talking about Benny Blanco, guys. Ben White. He's asked not to be picked for England for the next two friendlies. But you think he's been disrespectful, Scott? You think he should be? Well, when you put yourself out there like I did, guys, you're going to get criticised, but I can take it. You know what I mean? A couple of comments coming in there about the muscle on my body, guys. I've seen more muscle on Karen Carpenter. Of course, it would have to have a musical edge with Scott. Yeah, there's always that musical edge with Scott. You know what I mean? Yeah, so Tony and West Ham should be ashamed of themselves, because they beat SC Freiburg, the German team, 5-0 in the second leg of the Europa League, knocking them out. And now their manager has decided to quit. All because of Tony, man. All because of Moyes. All because of West Ham. SC Freiburg's manager has decided to quit, yeah. Oh my days, Scott went there. And of course, it would have to be musical with Scott, you know what I mean? Karen Carpenter, like. Ben White fell out with Southgate assistant. Not Southgate. Okay, he fell out with Southgate's assistant, Is that the whole thing behind it, I thought it was just because he doesn't see the friendlies as important. They're just friendlies. He wants a rest before Arsenal push on in the Champions League and the league. Do you know what I mean? That he doesn't see it necessary. But yeah, if he had a falling out with someone with Southgate's assistant, hey Tony, I'm doing well. Hope you're well. Black humor is what he calls it, Tony. Black humor. Favorite young players, guys. Favorite young players, guys. That was the question I had, yeah. So, Tony, if you want to answer that, man. Big up to Big Guns Anthony Herbert and Pencil Dick. Who's Pencil Dick? Who the fuck is Pencil Dick? Is that me? I don't care. Exes of mine, yeah. You're talking to my ex, guys. I don't care what she says. I couldn't care less what my ex says. If you're talking to her like Pencil Dick, do you know what I mean? She's just jealous because I'm not lashing in there anymore. She's just jealous because I'm not dropping it in there anymore. But yeah, Tony, West Ham, favourite young players that have played for your club? Right, of all time, Tony. No, yeah, as long as you can remember, yeah. It doesn't have to be this season or last season. The favourite young players that have played for West Ham United, Tony. Players that for you stood out. Women prefer Gert. They don't know what they prefer. They're fucking too stupid. This is coming from a guy that just, you know what I mean? People know my story, yeah. They don't know what they fucking prefer. Stupid fucking. Women prefer Gert. They don't know what they fucking prefer. So you celebrated an English sheep farmer the other day. Oops, sorry. The hell are you talking about? Looking for collaborators? I'm interested in doing something with any football channels. If anyone is looking for doing any collaborations, guys, Lee would like to do collaborations with people. We try to make you like a regular on my channel as well, Lee, or we can do as many collaborations as possible. But if anyone is looking for someone to come on their channel as a guest, early doors for recent Carl Palmer. Carlton Palmer, Phil Foden. Dave, if you mentioned the worst players Arsenal ever had, we would be here till tomorrow. There's been so many. Okay, we're going to do that next, Dave. See ya. Arsenal's worst players. And I'm not talking about on goals and assists. I'm on about just absolute crap. You know what I mean? We're not talking about stats here, guys. We're talking about crap. Gerrard was better than Lampard. Yeah, we could be talking about as well. Big up Tony early doors. Things are cooking, guys. The stream is cooking. Havertz. All right, guys. Worst players of all time at your club. You've already started, guys, but just crack on with it. Poor Glenn Helder. He always gets it. Because it was Glenn Helder always gets a mention. And we're going back now, like, how long since Glenn Helder? 1994, 1995, when he played for the club. Yeah, like 1994 was when he came. Poor Glenn Helder, man. Nketiah, Santos was one of the worst players that I have ever seen. That's a good call there by AFC, man. Santos was one of the worst players I've ever seen. He was a defender, but he would love to go on the attack. Andre Santos, and he was good at it. Brazilian player. He was good at going on the attack. But we'd literally win like 5-3. Or we'd lose like 3-1. He was just, yeah, he could score. Yeah, he was good on the attack. But then all of a sudden he would find himself defending, and it was like, what's he doing? Like every Brazilian, he knew how to attack. Yeah, he was good going forward, but defending. John Jensen, he was better for Denmark for some reason. I don't know what that was about, but he was much better when he played for Denmark. The national side, he was a difficult opponent. Eddie, Igor Stepanovs, Fabio, Francis Jeffers, yeah, wingnut. Jeffers was wingnut, yeah. He came with a real reputation from Everton, yeah, but he was pants. Almunia, Suker was very disappointing at the club. Davor Suker. When you consider how he played for Croatia, that's what got him recognised. That was his performances for Croatia. But when he came to Arsenal, he was like powder puff. Cal Kimstrom, yeah. Kim Kallstrom. Yeah. Kim Kallstrom. Fowler, Owen when they burst on the scene. These are the best players, yeah? You're talking about. Is it Tony? Best players. Obviously not worst. Yeah, we got Zucker off the West Ham, 95. Worst player, Marco Boogers, and David Kelly couldn't hit the barn door for the Hammers. Yeah, David Kelly was the Irish international, wasn't he? That was the guy that played for Ireland, wasn't it? David Kelly. Like a striker. Jeffers is probably the worst. Shane Duffy. Harry Kane. Wingnut. Yeah, Wingnut. Francis Jeffers. Because he used to fly off the handle. He had a bad temper, yeah. Like a wingnut. He used to just spin. He used to fly off the handle, yeah. Wingnut. Christopher Ray. Ray was alright, man. Senderos. Bo Morte. Lee Chapman when he was in Arsenal. Shamak was crap. Christopher Ray was okay, man. I mean, he got us a couple of goals when we needed him. He got us a couple of goals when we needed him. Christopher Ray was okay, man. Me and Scott always clash. I don't know what it is. We don't see eye to eye on a lot of things. I think what happened between me and Scott was like once we did like the once you pop you can't stop stream, and at the beginning of the stream, Scott saw my it was me, Scott, and McManus, and Scott made reference to my acoustic guitar, and he said you could use it for kindling. You know what I mean? I think that was where things went wrong between me and Scott. That's where things kind of fell apart. Do you know what I mean? That's definitely, I think, where things started to go a bit west. Scott put our friendship under pressure. That's basically what it was. Scott's to blame. Salty. I told you I'd get you back, Scott. I'm glad you're feeling better anyway, Scott. Yeah, I hope your health is improving, man. And I'm glad that you're feeling better, Scott. Yeah, I mean that. I'm glad you're feeling a bit better. It took long enough, bro. But I'm glad that you're feeling a bit better. Sanogo, Paul Dickoff, Salty, Pepe. Worst players of all time at your club. Okay, let me take now my worst players. Definitely Francis Jeffers. Definitely Francis Jeffers. Oleg Luzhny, Andre Santos. Andre Santos, I think. Andre Santos is one of the worst players that I've ever seen on a football field for any club. Say what you want about Bentner, but Nicholas Bentner, no one mentions Bentner, and I think that's fair because Bentner scored goals. Mustafi, crap. Zinchenko, I think that's fair. Pablo Mari, yeah, but he got stabbed, yeah. So ever since Mari got stabbed in Milan when he was shopping with his family, I kind of have a soft spot for Pablo Mari. Do you know what I mean? But as a football player, yeah, Anthony, as a football player, he was. But ever since he got stabbed in Milan, minding his own business, I think in 2022, I always have a bit of a, Pablo Mari will always be a gooner. You know what I mean? It was a terrible thing, man, a terrible thing. You know what I mean? He could have died that day, man. So, yeah, there's a bit of me will always kind of have respect for Pablo Mari, yeah, because of what happened to him. But yeah, as a player, man, he was fair crap. Pablo Mari, Lord Bentner. Bentner could score for Walcott. Walcott never achieved his potential. One player actually that never achieved the potential was Jack Wilshere. Now he's very entertaining. He knows some good football songs about Spurs. Wilshere, yeah, but he kind of never hit the potential. Yeah. I saw him play. Yeah. I know what you mean, Anthony. Yeah. I'm not criticizing you, Anthony, but I know what you mean. As a player, yeah, as a player. Big up Pablo Mari, though, man. Big up Mari. Big up Pablo, man. Pablo was like me, you know what I mean? This is real, by the way, guys. This isn't. People think that this is not me. Yeah, this is actually me. This physicality. Yeah. See, I'm actually real. That's the one, guys. Natural right hand. Oh, but people think that this isn't physically me. Yeah, this is actually me, guys. You know what I mean? Bit like Evander Holyfield. Arms like a fucking chicken fillet. Almunia, Ruderson, Mustafi, Santos, Stepanovs, Sigan, Sandros, Scalaccia, Jenkinson, Silvestre, Inamoto. Inamoto was pretty bad. Gervinho, absolutely crap. Gervinho, Shamak, and Santos. But the worst player ever, I think, was Santos. And you know who was overrated as well? Bakary Sagna. He was. I seen him play live, yeah, and he was a liability, a bit like Zinchenko. Good going forward, but defensively, Bakary Sagna was not good, man. But I think the worst player ever to play for us was Andrew Santos. That's saying a lot. That's saying a lot. Santos was shocking. Yeah, Sigan was crap. I agree, but as a player, I mean, bad Anthony. Anthony, I want you to start the Pablo Mari Appreciation Society. Jack Wheelchair. Arteta as a player manager. Jesus. Oh, AFC. Arteta as a player and manager. Gervinho's forehead, well, yeah, he had like mad receding hairline now. His hair his hairline was back halfway on his fucking head. He had a mad receding hairline. It was like in the middle of his skull. Let's see what's going on. So, thanks to everyone anyway for supporting my channel, guys. I recently hit 2,100 subs. Thank you for all your well wishes. 2,100 buys. Predator. Football Dad's Army, Predator. Gervinho was more direct than Pepe. Oh, fucking Pepe, yeah, Christ. Poor old Pepe. Poor old Pepe, bye. Gervinho thought he was fucking Maradona, though. Predator. Anthony fucking ragging on fucking Pablo Mari by Anthony. Only joking, Anthony, bro. You know that. Let me just flex my guns here. You know what I mean? Any excuse just to kind of. All right, let's move on to the next question, guys. Here we go. Okay. Here's the next one. Favorite moment supporting your team, guys? Obviously, now that's kind of repeating on the other question, like favorite game, but favorite moment. It could also be when Jack Wilshere did that song, yeah. Favorite moment, football related, no, guys. Not when you met your one around the back of the chip shop for a bit of hanky panky. None of that kind of crap. Favorite moment. All right, Lee's quick off the mark, guys. 89 Michael Thomas goal. Guys, if anyone wants to do any collaborations, Lee would like to do some collaborations with people, huh? Scott Kirk, 89. AFC, Michael Thomas clinched the league title in 89. Aiden, the treble in 2023. Of course, Aiden is a Celtic supporter, guys. Aiden, guys, the treble in 2023. Am I on with you Thursday again, mate? Yeah, we can. We can. I'll set it up. I just had a complete break from my channel yesterday. Yeah, a complete break from my channel yesterday. But yeah, we can. I'll set it up. Yeah, we can do that on Thursday. Yeah, I'll set it up. Text me anyway to remind me maybe tomorrow. Yeah, if you want to text me tomorrow, Lee, and remind me, you have my number, bro. Just hit me up on WhatsApp. '89 Michael Thomas goal. '89. Will Tord. Am I on with you Thursday? Yeah, we can do that there. Will Tord at Old Trafford. Will Tord at Old Trafford. Yeah, that was a class one. That was a class. And then he jumped over Canu, wasn't it? It was a Canu who jumped over him. All right. Canu hat-trick at Chelsea. That was a fantastic one, Scott Pro. The Canu hat-trick. Winning the league title at Shite Hart Lane. Paddy's Day booze up. Thomas charging through the midfield. Thomas, it's up to grabs now. Bergkamp goal against Newcastle. Did you see Ben White did an interview walking win? Ben White did an interview walking win. Walking win the dog. Yeah. I was like, walking win. He did an interview walking win the dog. No, I haven't seen that, man. But send it to me, huh? Send it to me. If you have it on somehow, send it to me, huh? Bergkamp Patrick against Leicester. Yeah, Anthony, man. That Bergkamp Patrick against Leicester was. I mean, he was unplayable that night. Do you ever remember that goal he scored against Sunderland? And they had this goalkeeper from South America. They had Perez. Perez was in goal, yeah. But yeah, the goal he scored against Sunderland, yeah, it was like a double drag back, top corner, similar to the class that he scored against Leicester with, yeah, that just sheer the dog, yeah, win the dog. AFC McManus Gaming. I was behind that goal when he scored that. I think we to 9,000 fans to that game. It was a night I will never forget. You were behind the goal for the Michael Thomas goal, AFC. All right, I'll watch that later, Scott. Thanks for sending that to me. Huh? I'll watch it later. Favorite moments, guys? Mine? I think the Cup Winners' Cup, yeah, when we beat Parma 1-0 and Alan Smith scored, Smudger Smith scored for us in 1994. That was a great goal, yeah. Of course, the next season, guys, we would lose it, yeah, to Zaragoza. We would get all the way to the final as well, and just fall short in defending our trophy. Yeah. But 94, Parma, Alan Smith, a great defensive performance, incredible. All right. Bergkamp Patrick against Leicester. The McManus Gaming. I was behind that goal when he scored that. I think when the dog. Riley's 186 goal. Yeah, that was fantastic. Yeah, Ian Wright's 186 goal. Bergkamp goal away at Newcastle is my all-time favorite Bergkamp goal. I like the one as well where Bergkamp. I like the one as well when Bergkamp. Do you remember when we had to qualify for Europe? Was it 95? What year was that? Was it 1995? We had to qualify for Europe and we had to come fifth. And Bergkamp scored the winner against Bolton at Highbury and we beat them 2-1. And it was just a rocket of a shot into the top corner. David Platt played him the ball. We caught them in possession. Platt squared it to Bergkamp. Bergkamp just ran on and put it in right into the top corner, a rocket, and we got into Europe. I think it was 95. But I love that Bergkamp goal. I love that one. He just took one touch and smashed it into the top corner, you know what I mean? Platt fed him the ball. Bergkamp took a touch, looked up, and normally he was like mainly a provider as well, yeah, but he said, I'm going to do this alone now myself. Top corner. What a goal. And Highbury just erupted, you know what I mean? What a goal. What a cracker, man. 1-7, I know. Yeah, when he equaled it, when he equaled the record, when he equaled it, it wasn't 179. Thierry goal against United. Was that the one where he chested it and turned and volleyed it straight in, yeah, like a rocket? Jordan, hey bro, I'm making my own thumbnail. That's good for you, Jordan, bro. We're just talking about favourite moments in football, Jordan. I'd say yesterday wasn't yours, huh? Something tells me, Jordan, yesterday was not your favourite moment. But yeah, big up making your thumbnail anyway, man. Yes, Dave, I was there in 89 when Michael Thomas clinched us the league title. I was 12 years old. I was 14 AFC. Yep, that goal. You were there in 89. You were behind the goal, man. Fucking hell. Ecstatic. You know what I mean? And answer me something, AFC. Was there trouble after that game? I mean, I don't want to get into the thing, but was there trouble with the Liverpool fans after that game? Because it must have been a bit hairy, right? I mean, it must have been a bit hairy at the end of the game. Yeah, when you beat them, we beat them, we won the title at Anfield. You know what I mean? It must have been a bit. It must have been a bit dodgy at the end of the game for Arsenal fans. I mean, it's been a bit fucking rough, man. It's not that you're probably caring about it, but yeah, I want to be walking through the centre of Liverpool with my Arsenal jersey on. Let's just say that things get serious. Well, obviously you'd be congratulated by the Everton fans, but the Liverpool fans will want to fucking rip you in half. Dave, wasn't your special moment when you got Connosaurus? That was a special moment. That was also a special moment. And sometimes when I get romantic with Connosaurus, I remember that time when we're getting romantic. Henri's goal celebration at the Lane statue at the Emirates. Dave, can I help you out with thumbnails, bro? No, I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm good, Jordan, man. I can do the thumbnails myself. Thank you for offering now. Thanks, bro. We gave them flowers before the kickoff. They applauded us. It wasn't my day yesterday, but I'm putting it behind me. It definitely wasn't your day anyway, man. Yeah, it wasn't Liverpool's best day, yeah. No, it's good, Jordan, man. I make my own. Thanks anyway, man. Thanks anyway. Scott Crook, right? I'm feeling lazy. I'm off back to bed. Catch you later, Dave and chat. Don't forget to update your Grinder subscription, bro. I won't forget to update my Grinder subscription. That's the only reason I'm actually smiling today, you know what I mean? Because I remembered it. Dave, you should do a Valentine's Day show next year with Gunnosaurus, a romantic meal. Laugh at it. Yeah, maybe we could go to like Pisa or Rome or somewhere like that, or Paris, the city of love. You know what I mean? Anthony, Dave, you should do a Valentine's Day show next year with Gunnosaurus, a romantic meal. Maybe in Paris, you know what I mean? But like a bit of the all, it's not far from where I am. Zurich to Paris is quick enough, you know what I mean? Thanks anyway for coming on the stream, Scott. Yeah, I appreciate it. And take it easy, man. And I'm glad that you're feeling better. Yeah, I'm glad that you're feeling better. When Keown barged Nistelrooy after missing penalty, yeah, that was classic, man. And Lauren tried to rip him apart as well. Yeah, Parler was hating on him. And the funny thing was that when he missed the penalty, he walked away from the spot, yeah. But the defenders, of course, were behind him, yeah, in a group. So they were like walking onto him. And from behind it, he was like that, looking behind, like terrified, and they were just ripping him to pieces. Lauren was having a go. Parler, Keown, of course, jumped in front of him then. They would be in paradise balls deep in Gunner's horse. Guys, that's seriously now. Seriously now, you're bringing the tone of the show. I mean, you're really bringing the tone of the show down, guys. I mean, there's some things being said, guys, you know. I'm going to continue with the questions in a minute, guys. 1 second. It's not the last of them now. I would like to thank everyone for their support, guys, since I hit 2,100 subs. But I know that really it's all down to me and my absolute brilliance as a YouTuber. I'm being nice, thanking you all, yeah, but really, I'm just a fantastic YouTuber, and that's really where everything comes from, man. The spirit of the OSG, you know what I mean? Okay, next question. Nothing like blowing your own trumpet. I like to be modest. Modesty is important, to be modest in life. Modesty, understanding, appreciation for other people. When Wenger pushed Mourinho. That was a good one. When Wenger pushed Mourinho, that was a good one. If anyone needs help getting their thumbnails done, guys, I can't even remember the guy's name. What's his name? Jordan. I'm actually not taking a piss. I couldn't even remember his name. If anyone needs help with their thumbnails, Jordan will give you help, yeah. Like you said, guys, it wasn't the best for him yesterday. It wasn't his best day as a Liverpool fan. Yeah, when Wenger couldn't undo his coat, yeah, that was class. What about when fucking team went for the piss? That lunatic, man, that German keeper, what was his name? Jens Lehmann. I saw him, yeah. I saw him here in Switzerland, actually, at a local game. The game that I saw him, Jens Lehmann, was the Swiss Legends against the German Legends. And I think the Swiss Legends won 6-3, and Stefan Chapuisat was playing for them. The goal machine himself. But Lehmann played he played first in goal, and then for the second half he played as centre forward, and he was very good, actually. Very good at centre forward. He's actually very fit compared to the rest, yeah. Like, it was a Legends team, but he was one of the younger ones, yeah. Like, the other boys were way older than him, so he was fitter. He's just fitter, you know what I mean? When Wenger couldn't undo his coat, David Hasselhoff in goal. Jesus, David Hasselhoff. Fucking hell. That poor guy. But anyone needs help with their thumbnails anyway, guys, just ask Jordan, yeah, because he's giving people help with their thumbnails. I need help wiping my arse. Yeah. No, I think he's offering help with thumbnails. I don't think he's offering help with that kind of thing, to be honest. All right. I'm after setting my alarm, guys. I'm going to be up at 8 in the morning tomorrow. I'm telling you, I'm going to be up at 8 in the morning. Straight into the shower, back out. I'm going to go outside, take a walk, get some fresh air. Then I'm going to come back, lash into job applications, and then I'm going to pray to God. But yeah, next question. Let's get to it. All right. This is going to divide a lot of people, guys, but you can pick more than one, yeah? Best captain at your club, yeah? The best captain at your club, all right? Your best captain to ever play for your club, guys. Okay? Think about that now for a while, yeah? The best captain to ever play for your club, okay? Thank you, Lee, man. I appreciate it, yeah. Remind me, Lee, text me tomorrow about setting up that stream, and I'll set it up for Thursday. All right, man, just text me and remind me. All right, guys, the best captain to ever play for your club. Best ever. I have a couple more coming in there now, but I'm just going to wait for them to load up. Yeah, then I'm going to go through them. My best captain. I'd have to say Tony Adams. To play for Arsenal, I'd have to say Adams. Now Vieira was kind of more. My generation as such. Like, I'm in my 40s, but still Vieira was more when I was like 18, you know, like, and at that age, you're watching football more like you're a teenager, 17, 18, 19, so Vieira was like, but I'd have to say Tony Adams. And the way he played for us in 98, the way he came back, conquered his demons, he adopted the new training and fitness regime that Arsene Wenger introduced. He adapted to it. He adopted it. He gave his heart and his soul out there. He played like a player reborn. Yeah, he was incredible for us. Incredible. And like when we needed him, when the chips were down, like the 98 Cup final against Newcastle at Wembley, he was face to face with Alan Shearer. Like if ever we needed him, it was then, because he had to keep Shearer quiet. Of course, not alone, but it was basically Shearer against Adams. Do you know what I mean? Couple of scrambles sometimes. I remember Shearer got a half chance and hit the post out of nowhere. But Adams did very well in that cup final for us, coming face to face with Shearer, keeping him quiet and helping us. That went a long way to helping us secure victory. You know what I mean? Thanks, Lee, man. I appreciate it. McManus, Tony Adams, Aiden. Best captains for Celtic, Scott Brown or Billy McNeil. Or Scott Brown and Billy McNeil. Lee, Tony Adams. AFC, Tony Adams. I'd have to say Adams as well, yeah. 100%. He kept cheering in his pocket the whole game. That was when we needed him, yeah, you know what I mean? When we really needed him to come and produce a performance. We had it going on in the midfield, yeah, and we had it going on up front. But a big part of that game, whether we would win or lose, was who would get on top. You know what I mean? Adams or Shearer. That was a big part of that game, yeah. Would we win or not? It was down to that clash of the two of them. Big up to Adams, man. He did the business. He kept Shearer in his pocket the whole game. Adams, best captain in history in the Premier League. I wish we kept Anelka a bit longer. Yeah, Anelka was, if anybody hasn't seen his documentary, guys, that he had on Netflix, do whatever you can to watch it, guys. A fantastic documentary on Netflix. I recommend it. Check it out on Netflix, guys. Check out his documentary. And if anyone needs help doing any thumbnails for their channel, guys, Jordan is the man, okay? All right, let me have a chewing gum. The boxing legend Sugar Ray Leonard has said on a podcast he was sexually abused by one of his coaches back in the Olympics. That's horrific. Yeah, I suppose when someone is your coach like that, they victimize you, yeah? They victimize you. Regardless of your position in sport, yeah, they victimize you, yeah? They have like power over you almost. You trust them, you know what I mean? Which is probably what he did. But obviously, like, a man like him, all joking aside, he's got a better natural right hand than me. He could have sparked them out in 2 seconds if he had, but like I said, he was obviously he trusted the guy and he was made the victim, yeah, but maybe he was very young as well, yeah. But obviously a boxer like him, I mean, he wouldn't be the guy that you would really want to do that to, right? I mean, he could really hurt you, yeah, if he wanted, yeah. But obviously he was probably put in a position where he was like victimized no one would believe him. It wasn't as easy just to strike out and hit the guy. Which obviously he could physically defend himself. I mean, he was a fucking animal. He was a hell of a boxer. You know what I mean? All right, here we go, guys. I think this question is kind of like defeats the purpose. I think this is pretty much, I know which way everyone is going to go on this one. But let's hear it anyway, guys. And let's hear some of your experiences there. Not just which one you prefer, but let's hear some of your experiences. All right. Not just which one you prefer, guys. If you say which one you prefer, but then let's hear one of your experiences there. Highbury or the Emirates? I know which way this is going to go, yeah. I get it. But still, yeah, these are the questions. All right. And the experience that you've had at the stadium, obviously we know AFC were behind the goal, Anfield 89. But that was Anfield. Experiences at them, guys. AFC always Highbury. McManus and Highbury. Highbury was our home, guys. Highbury was our home, yeah. Highbury was our home. You know what I mean? Highbury felt like home, but the atmosphere was amazing. That was our home, you know what I mean? The Emirates is what it is. And I mean, these days it's rocking, you know, when the team are doing better. The team are doing that little bit better, yeah? It's kind of rocking, you know what I mean? Highbury, the library. Was you at the North Bank or the Clock End at Highbury? I was at both back in the day. Yeah. My father took me when I was very young, but I was at both. But I actually used to prefer the Clock End. I don't know. I used to prefer the Clock End. North Bank was fun, yeah. And there was a real crew at the North Bank. The North Bank was fun, yeah. There was a real hardcore crew up there, I remember. Like and anyone that was taking the piss, like used to be fucking turfed out. You know, like manfully, physically, yeah? And not by the stewards, by fans. Anyone that was taking the piss. You know, sometimes like fans of different clubs used to infiltrate that area, yeah, and they were fucking, I mean, unceremoniously just kicked out. And of course, the steward then would drag them out because it was, you know, for their own physical safety, yeah. But I used to like the Clock End, man. It was cracking there. But yeah, it was my father used to bring me when I was a child. I was an old young fella. But yeah, it was fun, you know. And coming over from Ireland was a good buzz, yeah. Like taking the flying over and seeing London, you know what I mean? But yeah, when I was living in London recently, of course, before I left, like I said, I used to go to the Emirates just to chill outside, you know, and sit by the stones with the players' names on them by the roundabout, by the Armoury, yeah, facing the Holloway Road end there. So I used to be there. But every day when I went out, I used to take a walk past the Highbury. And I used to take photos outside there and just spend some time there. Right across the street, you got people's houses. I mean, they don't realize how lucky they are to live there, you know. I just hope they're Arsenal fans. But they don't realise how lucky they are just to live right across from Highbury, and around the corner is the Emirates. You know what I mean? It's just fucking, I don't know, man. Like, if I went back to London ever to live, I would definitely look to get some kind of house share or something close to the Emirates, you know. Ashley, Ryan, I'm good. How are you getting on? I hope you're keeping well, yeah? I truly still believe this once we knocked down Highbury, our ambition died. To a certain extent, I don't know why they just didn't try to actually like build an extension. You know what I mean? Like increase the capacity of it. What was the buzz with that? There wasn't space or what? I mean, you can always, do you know what I mean? I don't know why they didn't just try to you know what I mean? Extend the stadium, yeah? Like renovate it. Ashley Ryan, how are you doing? I'm doing good. Thank you for asking, Ashley. I didn't care where I was. I've even sat in the away end with West Ham, Bolton, Wigan just to get tickets. Yeah, of course, yeah. Had to be done, yeah. It had to be done at times. You couldn't afford to be choosy, yeah. Once you got in the stadium is all that mattered, AFC, man, you know what I mean? I'm doing good, just working on some animation. Ah, cool. What sort of animation do you do? And are you an Arsenal fan, by the way? They did try, but they couldn't get planning. Yeah, that would have been the perfect thing, you know, if they could do that. It would have just been perfect, man. It's a real shame, man. A real shame. Like I said, it would have been perfect if they had got that planning. It would have just been perfect. But it is what it is, I suppose. You are streaming on YouTube as well. Nice, yeah, yeah. And if you haven't, please subscribe to my channel. I would appreciate it. If you could subscribe, I would appreciate it. That would be nice. Yeah, I'm streaming on YouTube as well. I also have an Instagram account. If you want to follow that. But where are you actually watching from? Do you mind me asking? It just interests me. Where are you actually watching the stream from? They tried to get planning permission to extend Highway, but were turned down by the council every time. Well, they obviously, McManus, they obviously didn't know what it meant to people. Yeah? I mean, what Highbury meant to people. You, me, everybody. You know what I mean? They obviously don't know what it meant to us. What staying at that club would have meant to us, personally. Sorry, I didn't hear you properly, but I do logo banner. Ah, okay. And where are you actually watching the stream from? Like, where were you located? Ah, from the USA. That's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I thought. And how are things over in the US? Yeah? I've been to the US once, 5 years ago. I can't believe it's been 5 years. But I was there 5 years ago. I was in Florida, of course, like a lot of people do. Yeah, I went to Florida. I went to Miami. I flew to Miami, and then I was in Orlando. Of course, I did the parks. You know, Universal Studios, and so I was in Orlando, yeah, and Miami. But yeah, I like America. I like the US. I have to say, I had a good experience in the US, and I'm Irish. Americans love us. I'm just going to put it out there. Yeah, Americans love us. Like, they love the Irish. So you could be worse thing heading to the States. As an Irish man, they like us. You know what I mean? As soon as they hear the accent, they're making conversation. You know what I mean? They're like well up for it. I found America to be nice, and I liked Orlando more than Miami. I have to say, Orlando's more American. I don't want to sound like don't misunderstand that when I say it, but Orlando was more America. No, but they had no idea what that stadium meant to us fans. Exactly. Do you know what I mean? If only they understood, man, and they could have stayed at the stadium and done something to, I mean, excuse me. This is one of the emotes I made recently. Ah, nice. I had 3 months in Florida, 2001, St. Petersburg. Florida's a big state, huh? It's a large state. There's a lot. There's like Fort Lauderdale, Miami, Orlando. That's a big state there. St. Petersburg, it's a big state. Have to start work again? See you. Yeah, no problem, yeah. Maybe if you want to follow me on Instagram, yeah, Old School Gunner. If you want to follow my channel on Instagram, it's Old School Gunner, yeah. All right, and take it easy, yeah. And thanks for tuning into the stream. I appreciate it. All the best, Ashley. Right, guys, I don't know if it's Ashley a gooner or not. But yeah, big up. You're welcome. Right on the Gulf of Mexico. You're welcome, Ashley. Follow me on Instagram, maybe, yeah. Okay, let's go. I like the US, man. I liked my trip there. I like Orlando. Cool place. Yeah, St. Petersburg. I see it by Tampa. Yeah, it's close to Tampa. Yeah, I was in Orlando and Miami. Yeah, the journey from Miami to Orlando by road, because we drove up, is not bad, To drive from Miami to Orlando is actually not bad. But I was sad when I left Orlando, all right. That was like the end of the holiday, you know what I mean? Driving away from the park. Driving away from the parks, in Orlando. Heading back down to Miami. That was really the end of the holiday, That was a pity. I like Florida. I like the US. All right. Oh, I never put the banner on. Fuck. I'm slipping, guys. I'm slipping. All right, let's see. So I did not make up these questions myself, guys. All right. There we go. Do you hate Tottenham? This is going to be a divisive topic now, I can tell. It should be how much do you hate Tottenham, not do you hate Tottenham. I'm just going to let this unfold here now, guys. Huh? What do we think of Tottenham? Shit. What do we think of shit Tottenham? Big up to Jack Wilshere. All right, Bargaff, what's going on, man? What's happening with you, bro? Just doing a couple of questions related to the football club, yeah? I have a little questionnaire that I'm going through. This is the recent question. What's going on with you anyway, man? I'm doing well. I took a break from my channel yesterday. I think I was burnt out yesterday. I just had to take a break from creating content. I had done it every day for the last month, I think. Yesterday I just needed to fucking take a break. Obviously yesterday was St. Patrick's Day as well, but I didn't do much for it, to be honest, but next year I'm gonna go out and do something nice. Go somewhere, travel when I'm settled, you know what I mean? Maybe travel to the US. Do it. Yeah, would be nice, huh? Would be nice. I'm not traveling this year either. New York, maybe, but my friend was saying to me that New Orleans would be fun. I always wanted to see New York though, so maybe like spend a day or two in New York and then head to New Orleans, you know. I always wanted to see New York. I've never been I always wanted to see NYC. Always wanted to be in New York. You know what I mean? So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. It is what it is, you know. Why was my comment not shown? Send it again. Every travel is fun, yeah. Every travel is fun. Go to New York, been there, done it, a vibe, yeah? What was it like, Bargaff? I mean, what was it actually like there? I mean, how big is it like? I mean, how busy is it? Obviously, I've lived in London, yeah. I mean, I've lived in a big city like London for a while. But yeah, what was New York actually like? And are the people friendly? I mean, obviously, it's a crazy city. I know that it's like incredibly busy, like nuts. I know it's 24 hour as well, yeah. Like it's a 24-hour city. Went there for a UFC fight, similar to London. Big up Bargaff, hope you well. Ah, you went there for a UFC fight. Which fight was that? Conor McGregor. I'm not sure, did he ever fight in New York? I think he fought in Vegas. I think he fought out in the Middle East then. I think he fought in Dubai. Lots to do, can't get an appreciation in a weekend. Yeah. You need more than a weekend, yeah. You need maybe 4 or 5 days. Yeah, I always wanted to go to New York though. I remember Troops went there, yeah. I remember Troops actually went to New York once. Troops went there and actually when he went with Barstool Sports, when Troops got a contract at Barstool Sports, he went over to Manhattan. At least NYC, big city. All right, Moss man, you're back in the house, huh? He's back over in Canada, guys, after his trip to London. Moss is back across the pond, guys. At least NYC, big city, will have things open at night, unlike London town. Khabib won the title. I like Khabib. Spurs fans say they're going to be stopped by anyone. Liverpool then Fulham do on 3-0. They were honestly saying that, was it? They're not going to be stopped by anyone. I don't understand. Where does this confidence come from? You know what I mean? Yeah, NYC similar to London requires multiple visits. Yeah. Requires multiple visits. So yeah, and getting around a big city like that takes time too. You know, you waste a lot of time in between. Lack of sleep, sore back, and too much bus meals Saturday night. done a short on it. Okay. Dave, I put the comment in, it's not showing. That's strange. And what is the comment actually? So it should come up here. Bushmills. I've got this, but this is Kentucky bourbon. I've got Kentucky bourbon, but I'm just waiting, guys. That was, let me wipe the dust off it. That was given to me by my manager in London when I left. But when I get a job here, I'm going to open it. I'm going to go on a mad one. When I get a job here, guys, I'm going to open it. Then I'm going to get romantic with Gunnosaurus. I will DM you now. Yeah, do, man. Do. Maker's Mark, good for cigars. And maybe I'll buy a couple of cigars then. I never actually tried it before, yeah. I never tried it. Dad says it's Kentucky straight bourbon. When I left my job, the manager got me that, so that was nice of her. That's lovely, Maker's Mark. Yeah, I never tried it, but when I get a job here, like I said, I'm just gonna open it and go like that, drink it all straight down. Special edition cherry cask, Bushmills, London duty free. That American bourbon bullshit. Hey, easy now. Maker's Mark a vibe. I need some cigars, so with my Maker's Mark, you need some Crown Royal. I agree with you, bro. 100%. Do it right. Canadian and Irish whiskey, JD overrated big time. Generate and all, but appreciate a good whiskey. Scotch, Irish, and Canadian whiskies are the bomb. Yeah, a friend of mine here in Switzerland, he loves Scottish whiskey. Yeah, like Glenfiddich. He loves Glenfiddich. Scotland has a lot of very good whiskies. Canadian whiskies, I'm not an expert, I have to say. I'm not too up on. I effing love JD. A friend of mine, he in my country, he'd love JD, but he used to go boxing. Like every night when he had it, he would go boxing in the bar of the club, just boxing the head off fellas, like, and getting a beating too. Yeah, he used to give a couple of slaps and take a couple of slaps. You know, it wasn't one way traffic, but he used to just go boxing, even with me. So yeah, it just disagreed with him, man. Just disagreed with him. I'll just DM you on Twitter. Yeah, I read it. I agree with you, man. It's a real shame, yeah. It's a real shame when they do that. Former players turning their back on the club that looked after them. You know what I mean? And not being honest. Yeah, because their opinions could change things. Selling out. You know what I mean? Glenfiddich, I like what year. I couldn't tell you, man. My buddy liked it. I used to just drink it. Usually all the Glen Rocks. Glenfiddich better than Glenmorangie. Southern Comfort is nice. American whiskey nasty. Tennessee backwoods. Moss Sports, world you haven't done NASCAR. Laugh out loud. Crown Royal, la creme de la creme. He shouldn't drink. I'm a happy drinker. Yeah, he probably shouldn't drink, yeah. He used to go boxing, you know what I mean? Even with me, once or twice. And then he couldn't remember it the next day, actually. And he wasn't lying, he actually couldn't remember it. He couldn't remember it, that what had happened. NASCAR for rednecks too. Drinking in for everybody. True. It's not for everyone, man. Some people just go boxing. You know what I mean? Yeah, I look forward to having that at some point, though. Maker's Mark, I never even heard of it before. But it must be good tack. Must be good stuff, though. UFC beats boxing every day. Okay, let's get back to the questions, right? Here we go. You fan of an Irish car bomb? They're okay. I mean, I like. To be honest, I like. I like a baby Guinness. It's smooth. It's soft. It's not going to send you sideways. You're not going to be like falling through the wall head first. But I like baby Guinness. Tia Maria and Bailey's. I like Tia Maria and Bailey's. The nose bag doesn't help drinkers nowadays. Makes them tough. The nose bag. All right, question. Here we go. Next one. Something beat the Invincibles. Does anything beat the Invincibles? The nose bag doesn't help drinkers nowadays, makes them tough. Doing coke, I never did drugs in my life, to be honest. I smoked weed once or twice at a house party, but apart from that, I never did anything. I never bought drugs from a dealer, you know what I mean? I never did coke, so. You know what I mean? Not saying I'm perfect or anything, but I never did that shit. You know what I mean? But here where I am in Zurich, it's actually like the businessmen, the suits are doing a lot of it, yeah? The river in the center of Zurich is full of it, yeah? They tested it. It's actually like the businessmen, the people involved in the banking in Switzerland, they actually do a lot of it, yeah? To keep themselves pepped. All joking aside, yeah. So it's not just a couple of guys on the street corner wearing tracksuits. You know what I mean? Up to no good. It's actually the rich. You know what I mean? I suppose it's the same all over the world, yeah. But definitely the guys involved in the banking in Switzerland, they do a lot of it, though. And they've got the money. It's nothing to them. It's a drop in the ocean. You know what I mean? I think it keeps them pepped. When we win Champions League, first thing I will tell my Chelsea friends, we've seen things you will never see. It's rife in London pubs, mate. Yeah, I know that, Joe. I was living there for a while. Yeah, I know that, Joe. In my city as well, back in Ireland, it's rife, man. Here too, it is. It's, do you know what I mean? I never touched the stuff, though. I never felt tempted to, you know what I mean? If someone wants to use it, that's their choice, that's their decision. But if I feel it's been forced upon people, like, which can happen with some young people, I might not take too kindly to that. But people's choices, man. They want to do it. An ex of mine did that stuff once. So I drove her on, yeah. She didn't last long, lads, to be honest, when she was doing stuff like that. I told her if she went back to it, she had a problem with it before, and I told her if she went back to it, fucked around with that shit again, we were done. And she did, so I just said, talk to you later, love. Do you know what I mean? Keep your nose clean, way better to live. But yeah, some people, yeah, they obviously feel the need. Yeah, they feel the need. They actually tried to get a load of it in through the airport here in Zurich yesterday. These two men turned up, yeah, Polish, but they had just arrived from Jamaica. So these two Polish guys, they got a flight from Jamaica into Zurich, going through the airport with 4 suitcases. And it was inside the lining of the luggage, but the cops caught them, of course. But they're going to get the fucking book thrown at them. But that was a lot coming through, yeah. Let people be. Exactly, you know what I mean? Live and let live by. That's what I always say. I only go boxing on St. Patrick's Day. You know what I mean? The gym with these guns. The gym with these guns. Anthony's no pushover, guys. If any of you ever seen the guy or seen him on stream, he's got hands like shovels. Hands like shovels is Anthony's Indian name. If Anthony was like a Native American Indian, his Native American name would be Hands Like Shovels. Not Dances with Wolves. Hands Like Shovels. All right, Hands Like Shovels. Paul's gonna know where the drugs at. They're going to know the inside of a prison soon. They're going to know where that's at. Those fuckers. How they thought they were going to get away with that in Zurich is beyond me, man. If any of you ever been to Zurich Airport, guys, they're going to run with fucking submachine guns. Try them. See how far you get. Try them and tell me how far you get. They got submachine guns and they got spotters. They got guys with binoculars, like they got spotters and everything on the main concourse. Guy with a submachine gun waiting there, like, and the other fella's like, it's a spotter. Try them. And their cameras are like everywhere. Hands like shovels. Anthony, if you were a Native American Indian, and respect to all Native American Indians, guys, not taking a piss out of them. If you were a Native American Indian, Anthony, your name would be Hands Like Shovels. Anthony Thunderfist Herbert. But the one thing Anthony doesn't have, guys, regardless of how much muscle he has here, he ain't got a natural right hand. I got a natural right hand, guys. Natural. Hands like shovels. There you go, Anthony, man. We know native names over here. Thanks, Moss. I've uploaded, yeah. Thunderfist Herbert. But it's just the size of him, though. It's not his fist, it's like a fucking buffalo. Anthony's like a buffalo. He's like a fucking Sasquatch. He's like Bigfoot. You know what I mean? Anthony's like Bigfoot. Jesus. All right. Next question. Mucho. This is a good one, guys. Well, they've all been good ones, in fairness. Buffalo. Yeah, Tatanka. I've seen the movies. Tatanka. Tatanka. Okay. Okay, guys, next question. The best signing that the club... Okay, you can pick 3, because it's difficult to just pick one. Everyone's probably going to go for Francis Jeffers or Andre Santos. The best signing ever, Amos, for Arsenal Football Club of all time. Think about that now, yeah. The best player, in your opinion, that we ever signed. But you could pick 2 or 3. It doesn't have to be 1, yeah. Sanogo. Anthony Herbert, Henry, Wright, and Bergkamp. The best signings we ever got. Moss Sports World, Vieira, Bergkamp, and Odegaard. Interesting, eh? Vieira, Bergkamp, and Odegaard. Anthony Henry, Wright, Bergkamp. Anthony Anelka. I think Mark Overmars was a cracking signing. He was brilliant for us, man. Mark Overmars was brilliant for us. Seriously. Remember some of his performances, guys, like against the toughest defenses, the toughest teams. Yeah, Anthony, bro, Overmars, man. The toughest defenses, the toughest teams, that pace from Overmars, that injection of pace. He had perfect technique, close control, striking. Yeah, Pires, is it Pires you're talking about? Yeah? And Van Persie, guys. The way Robin Van Persie left was, but obviously, guys, we talked about Van Persie. The way he left the club was far from ideal, but Van Persie was brilliant for us too. Yeah. Overmars was like perfect technique. His technique, like a lot of Dutch players, but Overmars was a speed merchant. But his technique, like close control, the faster you are, guys, the better your close control has to be. He was excellent with the ball at his feet. Christ, incredible. And Overmars used to hit the ball cleanly. Van Persie, Larson, Van Dijk, and Brown, Gilberto. The ladies at Ajax said Overmars' perfect technique too and fast. I'd say he was fast, all right. Yeah, he got himself in a bit of trouble at Ajax. That was very disappointing, man, on a serious note. Yeah, when he did that, it was very disappointing. Because Overmars is a hero, man. Overmars is a hero, man. So when he did that, it was like, I was disappointed, I'm not going to lie. Yeah. It's disappointing that he would do that, yeah, but nobody's perfect, I suppose, right? I'm not gonna vindicate what he did, yeah, but it's a pity he did that because Overmars is a hero of mine. A wonderful, wonderful player, It was a real shame when he did that, yeah. It soured everything, yeah. That soured everything, man. It left a bad taste in the mouth, like when he did that, yeah, it was like, you know what I mean? It was like an abuse of power. And he was a hero of mine. Overmars was just God on a football field. Nothing the man couldn't do with the ball. But the ladies at Ajax, Arshavin, Anthony says Arshavin. Yeah. Wiltord was brilliant. Saul Campbell, excellent player. Saul Campbell, excellent player. Once came out with the comment, guys, that he didn't get the captaincy of England because he's a black player. Very, very controversial. Campbell thinks that he wasn't given more starts with England and he wasn't made the captain because he was a black player. Interesting, huh? Not one to mince his words, guys. It's close, but passion-wise and love for Arsenal, I'm saying Ian Wright because he continues to love the club unconditionally. Me too, Dave, and was wanting maybe Mark to take over for Edu. Yeah, that was the thing though, because that was his role at Ajax, and there was talk of it. And when he did that shit, it just put everything to. It lay everything to waste, Moss, bro. As soon as he did that, yeah, it just fucked everything, man. I remember that though, yeah. I think it was 2022, right? 2022. They were talking about him coming to take over, yeah. Fuck me, man. That was the year I met Edu, guys. This hand shook Edu's hand, yeah. I shook his hand as an invincible. He's one of the invincibles, guys. I might actually put the picture of me and him up as a thumbnail for this video. What a thumbnail. Freddie Lumberg. Yeah, Lumberg was exceptional. He had that habit of always making the correct run, and he would always be found by Bergkamp or whoever. He would always make the run at the right moment, and the ball was released, and he would evade the defense. I don't know how he did it, but he always managed to evade the defenders and make the perfect run at the perfect time. And Bergkamp would find him. You know what I mean? It was exceptional, exceptional. Today we went in Freddie Lundberg. Saul on a free to stick it to Spurs for a lifetime. Priceless. Lundberg. Righty was always shafted by England. Yeah. Definitely they fucked him over, yeah. Limpar and Lundberg were the best Swedish footballers we ever signed. Limpar was an exceptional player. What do you make of the FA Cup semi-final draw? I actually didn't catch it. 1 second, let me check. I just completely switched off yesterday. Completely. I just disconnected. Let me see. I think City will beat Chelsea. But maybe Coventry can beat Man United. A giant killing, yeah. There hasn't been a giant killing in a while. I remember the Cup guys back in the day. It was more relevant, yeah. Like there was more precedence. There was a lot of giant killings back in the day, yeah. Way more than now. Excuse me, guys. There was way more giant killings back in the day than there was now, yeah. So, but yeah, maybe a giant killing, yeah. Coventry against Man U. You never know, guys. You never know. We was nearly invincible in 1991 if it weren't for Chelsea. Yeah, Man U v Coventry, City, Chelsea. Lee, if Tony Adams didn't get sent down, I truly believe he would have gone invincible in 91. Wimbledon, giant killings, That's what the FA Cup was famous for, though, yeah. Like giant killings. Yeah, the crazy gang, man, they were crazy. But they had some serious players in there too, yeah, guys that could play, like Effin Okoku, Marcus Gale. These guys could play football, yeah. Effin Okoku and Marcus Gale were fantastic up front. I mean, big, tall guys, yeah, like easily well over 6 foot. They wouldn't have hands like shovels. They wouldn't have hands like shovels like Anthony, but they were well over 6 foot, yeah. Evan Okoku and Marcus Gale. Christ, they were a real handful of frontmen. Very difficult to stop, yeah. Stefan Schwartz was another Swedish player. Yeah, Stefan Schwartz, of course. The crazy gang guys, Wimbledon. All right. Okay, here we go. This is the one, guys. Yeah, see you later, man. See you later, Lee, man. And thanks for tuning into the stream, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, hit me up tomorrow, man, on WhatsApp, yeah. Message me tomorrow and I'll set up the stream for Thursday. And we can discuss it, huh? All right, bro? All right, let me put up the last question. And it might not be the last question. Let's see. To give them their dues, guys, I wrote their full names. All right, I think this is going to difficult one, guys. George Graham, Bruce Rioch, or Arsene Wenger. Obviously, the best guy to manage at the club, the best manager to manage at the club. Obviously, Rioch was just put in there to stop it from being George Graham or Arsene Wenger. Pick one, guys. George Graham, Bruce Rioch, or Arsene Wenger. All right, I'm back, guys. Sorry about that. Just was draining the weasel. All right, let's see. Anthony George Graham, he should have a statue outside the Emirates, in my opinion. Moss Sports, Wenger number 1, Graham 2, Arteta 3, and Ryzen. Chapman Old School number 1. Herbert Chapman. Statue he is outside is a nice one. The statue of Herbert Chapman outside the Emirates, guys. It's a very nice one. He's looking at the stadium. He's looking up at the stadium. Tottenham story is this 20 years here as the owner and have never won on it. Something why 1 year ago today, Conte went into Spurs. 6 trophies in 8 seasons. Six trophies in 8 seasons is good going now. No doubt. That's good going, man. Me and Luke got some pics with Wenger statue. And what about Milena? Isn't it? Milena? What about Melina? Did she get any pictures? Me and Luke got some pics with Wenger. Melina was that box with the Arsenal pregame show at that time. Was in the box with the Arsenal pregame show at that time. Okay. And did you actually manage to? I take it you didn't, but did you manage, Moss, to actually record any footage, any game footage, like for me, for example, that I can use on my channel? Yeah. I take it you didn't. I take it you didn't because I contacted you when you were in London. I get it if you were too busy. Yeah. I had 1.4 pints per hour average all Saturday. Jesus, someone was having a. But yeah, but only have OG. What's OG? We have OG. On IG, cannot send big videos. And what about the WhatsApp? No? I'm not going to stalk you, yeah? I'm not going to use your number and stalk you. You know me, yeah? Send it on WhatsApp, bro. I'm not going to stalk you, yeah? I can delete your number after that if you want. You're not my type, Moss. You're not my type. You know what I mean? I don't fancy you, like. You know what I mean? Not that way, like. Not romantically. I've got Gunnosaurus. Oh, fuck. Good one. In our group. In our group. Oh, I am your type, baby. Nah. Which group? In our group. Do we have a WhatsApp group? All right, 1 second. Send your whack euro phone number. Isn't it? Let me just double check it because I got a new phone number when I came to Switzerland. Let me just double check it. All right. There we go. Done. All right, done. Blonde, blue eyes, big breasts, thighs, and I told you I am Odegaard's father. Of course, I am your type. He's Odegaard's father, man. He was over in fucking London, man, bigging it up. That's a nice hotel you stayed in, though, boy. The hotel looked nice, sir, that you stayed in. And you brought all your jerseys with you, yeah? Like, how many jerseys did you bring over? Like 8? Remember you had them all out on the bed and you were like, which one are you going to wear? You brought like 8 jerseys with you, did you? And a bottle of whiskey. He brought underwear, socks, one pair of jeans, one pair of runners, 8 jerseys, and 8 whiskies. Arsenal chef came and asked if I was Odegaard's dad. The hair, right? It's the hair, right? Oh, I am your dad, baby. I think you're the only one watching now. There's 2 people watching. Not big up. Big up to everybody who's tuned in on this stream, man. The Mayan Moss and me were just blowing off the cobwebs. Some bought and then bought lots of armory shop. Yeah. The army's got some good stuff though, yeah. Like they brought the classics back, yeah. When I was there, they had like the vintage jerseys, some nice ones, some nice vintage jerseys. St. Paddy's Day cobwebs. I behaved myself in fairness, but I think next year, that you're the second person, yeah. I didn't know who the second person was. I can see there's 2 people watching, yeah. I wasn't sure, was it like a stalker or what? You know what I mean? I wasn't sure, was it someone stalking me or what? You know what I mean? But yeah, big up. Big up to you too, Anthony, bro. And I hope that your working week has started well, yeah. I'm still on the hunt for a job. Yeah, one of the lads as well, he sent off like 5 applications for me today. One of the lads I know, he was at home office, so he did 5 applications for me in like 20 minutes. Easy for him, But tomorrow I'm going to get up at 8 in the morning, going to go out, exercise, come back, and start applying. I got a long sleeve yellow 71, a Tony Adams number 6 from 85. 100 years. An 88-89 red with Moss 16 on there. Ah, nice. And what did you think of what they had actually at the club shop? Yeah, did you think it was good? Like, I mean, the selection. Did you think it was a good selection of gear that they had? Yeah, it's cool that you came all the way over for the game, though, man. It's cool that you came all the way over. Yeah? But it's cool that you came all the way over for the game, man. I partly guessed, all right, you were going to be in a mad one when you were there. I'm looking at your photos, man, from when you were there that you have on Instagram. Fucking staying at the Hilton, boy. Now, the food looks good at the 12 pins, man. The food looks good at the 12 pins. I did some nice photos, man. I'm looking at your photos on Instagram, yeah, from you met a couple of lads there, huh? At the Tollington. With Connor and his parents on the pub UK. You were keeping yourself busy, man, in fairness. You made the most of your trip, it looks like, yeah? You made the most of your trip. You got the very most out of it, yeah, when you fly all the way halfway across the world, man. When you fly halfway across the world, you want to be enjoying your trip. You know what I mean? I sent you my phone number anyway, man, on Instagram. So whenever you have time, man, it would be nice, you know. All right, guys, I think I'm going to wrap up the stream there. I want to thank everybody for your continued support. Thank you for your likes, your subscribes, and your comments. I promised myself I'm going to get up at 8 in the morning tomorrow, yeah, so that's my aim, to get up at 8 in the morning. The alarm is set. Get up at 8 in the morning, get out, do some exercise, come back, and lash into the job applications. So that is my plan for tomorrow. So yeah, thank you to everybody for your continued support on my stream, guys, on my channel. Your likes, your subscribes, and your comments. Thank you to Anthony. Thank you to Moss for keeping me company. Thank you to everybody in the stream. Thank you to everybody. Thank you to Lee from Football Dad's Army. Thank you to McManus, of course. Thank you to Aiden. Thank you to Tony. Thank you to everybody. Thank you to Bargaff. Big up to all of you guys. Thank you to everybody for coming on and supporting my channel. Yeah, Armory Dangerous, Too Much Goodness. You're welcome, Gunners. Moss helping fund the Oshiman fee. I said, Cha, you spent a bit of money, man. You spent more than a lot of us could fucking afford to, bro. Seriously, but yeah, like, I mean, how often are you going to be in London? How often are you going to be at the Armory? You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? And you were planning it, of course, from a long time away. You were planning the trip from a long time out. And I hope that Melina had fun too, yeah. And I hope that she both had a really good time. I'm going to wrap up the stream there, guys. Take care, yeah. And thank you to everybody for your continued support. Come on, you gooners. Moss, talk soon, man, yeah. Peace.